Hello everybody, welcome back to another Dokkan Battle video. And you guys may be wondering, Minato, you've been gone for like 3 weeks, where the hell were you? I'll do a separate video on that after this one. It'll probably go up the same day maybe, depending on how I feel. But I'll just say I've been a little sick recently, busy with life, but we back, we out here, Dokkanfest Beerus. Alright, so let's get right into it. Obviously, yeah, Dokkanfest Beerus is coming in about 2 days or so, and he's incredibly broken. So, what do you expect from that? Along with that, the Battle of Gods story event is getting a revamp. So this old Super Saiyan Goku right here, it seems that now he's just gonna drop as SR. He's not gonna drop as the rare farmer Goku. So if you want to go ahead and still get that rare Goku, global especially, use keys, whatever. I think the event's up right now. If you want to just have him for collection purposes, go ahead and get him because I believe he will not be obtainable anymore. Along with that, Hidokan's now into a Super Saiyan God Goku. So yes, now all the Super Saiyan God Gokus are farmable, which is very nice. I have like a lot of them sitting on my box, and I was gonna use them on the Int God Goku, but like not the LR, but the normal one. But I guess I could just farm him up now. We have no idea what he does. He could be pretty good though, like a pretty solid free-to-play unit. But then he also Dokkans into a TOR Super Saiyan Goku, it seems. Just to go off of like what happens with the movie when Goku goes God, and then he loses it, but then he goes Super Saiyan and accesses the power of it in a sense. That's a weird thing. It's pretty cool though, nonetheless. I feel like that could have been also like a transformation card, like Super Saiyan God, and then like he goes Super Saiyan God for a few turns. But then again, we already have like the LR God Goku that kind of does that already, except he doesn't go back to Super Saiyan, but you guys know what I mean. Along with that, the Realm of Gods category will be a bonus drop for the stage as well. So if you ever had trouble farming these medals up, they're probably going to be a lot easier. Think of like the cooler events, cooler store event rewrap. Like they drop like 17 of those medals per run, and then to have an additional drop rate. Hello, that's stupid high. So I don't know what they're gonna do with this. They're gonna make the drop rates a lot better, obviously. There's gonna be probably more stages as well, and just more stones, which is very, very nice. Alright, and now let's look at, let me make sure my volume is down, sorry gamers. Okay, let's look at the super attack animations. Clicked on the wrong thing, whoops, haha. Okay, and these super attack animations are very, very clean. So, well, the Whis one is cool, but, I mean, it's okay. Let's see right there. Yeah, he just goes, psh. And this is the Beerus active skill actually. I kind of want the voice in this. So let's see how I'm gonna handle this. Just turn it up this loud. That might be very, very loud. Yeah, that's very hype. So what's going on there is that it works like the electric bro active skill. I'll explain later, but this is a super attack animation basically that you're gonna see most of the time. Well, the only super attack animation he has. And his art looks fucking clean as well. Yeah, look at that. Straight from the movie, bro. That is incredible. Like, that's just crazy. Look at that. He's crazy. He's super attack animation is so good. Alright, now that we've seen that, let's move on to the actual new STR Whis and physical Beerus. So this is physical Beerus, Fierce God of Destruction. Oh, by the way, thanks to Goresh for the translations. Follow the boy. He's out here just, he actually called the Dokkanfest coming out like half an hour before, and it makes sense since there's only 2 days left in the anniversary. I'll cover a video on that. I feel like the anniversary is a little lacking a little bit at the end, but I'll just continue on with this broken piece of shit right here. Okay. I believe he's super physical as well. His leader skill is Explosion of Anger, category Ki +3, HP +1 30%, and Attack and Defense +1 70%. He also has a Realm of Gods category leader. That was not included, I believe, in the initial translation by Goresh, but if we go over here, I can show you guys real quick. Let's see. So he has 2 categories. This is his Explosion of Anger right here. And then the one next to it is Realm of Gods. I can show you guys in game as well. They might show them in the, yep, Realm of Gods, Anger Explosion, and God Dimension. Very, very good. Very, very good leader skill. Especially since the Explosion of Anger category seems to be pretty nice. Honestly, like there's some pretty good units. I made a mock test of what I think could be possible in the category. We'll see, but yeah, it's pretty. Nothing else to say about it. Like Realm of Gods itself is a strong category. Now we're finally got the third Realm of Gods leader. I feel like it wasn't necessarily needed, but Beerus is probably like the best bet if you want to make a super type team with Realm of Gods. At least a shocking speed kind of based team for the Beerus, Jiren units, Topo units, kind of like that. And then you can still use UI Goku if you want to make those sane builds, kind of. But UI Goku isn't the best, and like, well, UI Goku is still pretty nice, honestly. The only two phases where he's just bad is the Blue Gogeta phase and the Infinite Dragon Ball History. And then, because I believe you can't dodge against him, I'm not too sure. And then, oh, obviously, in UI Goku, you can't dodge against him. So, other than that, UI Goku is actually aids pretty well. Especially as a 150% lead. So I feel like this is not a bad thing to have for sure. Plus the attack and defense 170% split, and then the 130% HP is probably the best split to have due to the higher stats. You just take a lot less damage overall from your entire rotation. But you know, some people prefer the 130% HP and attack, which I'm not opposed to. But this definitely does help out this Beerus sense for how his passive works. But let's go on to his super attack. God of Destruction's Judgment. That's the video we saw right now. He raises attack, causes immense damage, and greatly lowers defense. The greatly lowers defense is okay. I feel like he's just good in the Legendary Goku event at the last phase for sure. He's gonna demolish that, especially with greatly lowering defense. He's been stacking his attack probably. It's crazy. Because this guy has 17,000 attack, and once you see his passive, ooh boy, his passive. This is a battle between gods. Defense plus 100% at the start of turn. That's pretty solid. Attack plus 150% when performing a super attack. That is crazy high. And it becomes even more crazier because he gets an additional attack and defense plus 70% after receiving an attack within the same turn. Now that means that he wants to be in the first slot, obviously, but like, that's not even bad because he still gets that 100% defensive buff. So even if he gets supered in the first slot, like, he still could tank well. Obviously he'll take a lot better, but that defense plus 100% will multiply against the 70% defense from what I recall due to how the passes work. So that's gonna make his defense super, super high. We won't see it like at the start of turn, but his defense is gonna be crazy. And then along with that, that's like 220% attack on super attack basically, which he raises attack. He has 17,000 attack, and his links are very, very attack orientated. And this is just the first part of his passive. Now the second part of his passive is reliant on having a Realm of Gods category enemy. So he randomly changes key spheres of a certain type to rainbow key spheres, but he also gets effective against all types. So when you're facing a Realm of Gods category enemy, he makes the whole team self-sufficient basically. So like, say if you have him, say you have new Whis card next to him, and then say you have like Saiyan, like Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken. No, he has Cycling Speed. No, he has only over in a flash, I believe. Yeah, say you have like the STR Super Saiyan Blue Kaioken Goku there as well. This STR Blue Kaioken, you know, wouldn't normally be able to super because shocking speed, and then over in a flash. But this guy will create rainbow orbs, which will make all of them able to super very easily, and that's insane. Like, rainbow changing is very, very good. Like, very good. Especially since Realm of Gods doesn't really have too many like orb changers from what I recall. To rainbow specifically, we have some orb changers, but not like to rainbow. No, very, very good, especially as a leader, to just make the whole team self-sufficient like that. That's why leaders like Turles, MVP 17, even like Cooler, like Infantry Gohan to an extent, even like AGL Android 13, he's probably the best Android's leader because of that support passive he has. Very insane, and attacks effective against all types with how hard he's going to be hitting and how well he's going to be defending as well. This guy is insane. And that's not even it. He has an active skill, Retaliation. It works like the LR Tech Broly, LRB Pan active skill to himself. More so LR Tech Broly because it's only to himself. But It's able to be starting for 4 turn from the start of battle when HP is 70% or below. No, that's decent. That's not even bad at all. You could see this in Super Battle Road. You can see this in Easy A's. 100% you will see this in Easy A's. Like, let me think. I swear there's a, like, if the blue Vegeta, like the Int blue, wow, he could Dokkan. Yeah, the Int blue Vegeta will Easy A. And then this guy will be strong against it with his new category maybe. Or like Realm of Gods, or like, I don't know, Siblings Bonds, Worthy Rivals? I don't know, something. This Beerus is going to be really strong against that blue Vegeta Easy. I guarantee it. Yeah, I definitely see that happening now. Let's see. Let's continue on though. He gets attack and defense 50% for 1 turn. Attacks effective against all types and always connects attacks. So, that attack and defense was 50% is, I believe it's still separate from the 220% attack when he's getting a super attack. And he's guaranteed effective even if he's not facing Realm of God's enemy. And no one can dodge him. This guy is crazy, like actually insane. Like, the thing is that he starts off doing this. He's not a transformation unit like Cooler, when he's transformed is insanely good. Guaranteed clear gets pure Hyper Saiyans. That's a lot of the game, like 70% of the game. But like Beerus doesn't have a category restriction like that. Beerus, like, just does this. Like, I guess his Realm of Gods category restriction, but like, honestly, he doesn't even really need that. He doesn't even really need that. And then you could just build him with additional, so he'll be forever stacking attack. He's physical, so you can get like 17, 20 additional. And if you do face the Realm of God's enemy, he gets attacks effective against all types, and even then his active skill still makes him effective against all types. So you can still build him with that additional, and then, like, it's just for the 1 turn, but, like, this guy's crazy. He's going to be hitting so hard, and then he's going to be defending so well still, regardless. Like, he's not going to be the greatest tank of the world, like, compared to, like, defense stackers and, like, long events. But, like, he starts off really, really strong, and he does not have a decline like other units. Like, say, in Super Saiyan God Goku, he has a decline like that. Like, these... I don't know what to say. He's insane. And I'll let you know, guys, now, the Whis, this makes this guy even more busted. But let's just move on before I nut. Links, Godly Power, that's 50% attack. Prodigies, like, I believe that's 10% attack. Connoisseur, I believe that's a 3% healing link. Innocence is 10% attack. Shocking Speed is 2 key. Berserker is there because of his rage skill, like his active skill. So that's interesting. That's 50% attack when under 50% HP or something like that, or is it 25% attack? I'm not sure. It's probably not 50. It might be 50. I'll check in the game. We're gonna go in the game after this. And then he also has Fierce Battle. Very, very good attack links, like all Beerus units do. So these attack links will calculate before this, and calculate with this, and before this raising attack. And then along with that, his defense passive multiplies against each other, so it makes him having that 70% defense, like 170% defense, even more, like, much more, like, reliable, rather than having a 130% defense. Because the more defense he starts off with, like, his defense 70% when he gets attacked is gonna go, it's gonna go way higher, like, a lot more higher, since it's multiplicative, instead of just the 130% defense where it's not multiplicative. Like, that, like, they've made this guy blend so well with what he wants to do. Along with that, he's basically a perfect linking partner for the LR Beerus and Whis unit. The only downside is that they both want to get hit, but look, at the very least for the LR Beerus and Whis unit, they get hit and then they have their passive active for like 4 turns, so this Beerus can still be in the front slot whenever he wants, and it's like not the worst thing in the world, but like, it's not the best rotation. So, I mean, there's a thing that you have to think about there. That's, like, I guess his only weakness if you want to run him with next to LR Beerus and Whis. is that they both want to get attacked. But the problem is still there with like some of the Goku Black units as well, except their stacks are permanent and these guys are not. So it is what it is. It still doesn't take away from this unit at all. His categories: Explosion of Anger, that's his new category, Realm of Gods, Movie Bosses, Siblings Bond, Worthy Rivals, Bond of Master and Disciple. So Beerus units have been getting a lot of categories recently. Very nice. Beerus, my boy. I've always loved Beerus, bro. I might just have to go in this banner. Like, I was considering just not going into any banners, like as hard as it is 5th anniversary. Obviously I won't still, but you know, I really like this Beerus unit, and I really like Beerus as a character, so we'll see. Who knows? Maybe mode activates. Anyways, that's Beerus. Crazy. And now let's move on to this insanely powerful Whis. So his leader skill is Bond of Master and Disciple category. Key +3, 120% HP attack and defense. Pretty solid. Like if you don't have the in future Gohan, this Whis could be a very nice unit. He mostly just wants to be used next to Beerus units though, but he's still very good on his own, especially as a leader. Super attack causes supreme damage, lowers attack and defense, and seals super attack. That's very potent. Like especially like if you're thinking super battle road, if there's like 2 enemies or 1 enemy, like especially if there's 1 enemy at the end, you could seal them and lower their attack and defense, or like even if it's just like multiple enemies, like if there's anyone with type disadvantage, so like say he's with Beerus, and there's an AGO unit, just use a Whis right there. No, say he's with Beerus and there's an STR unit, just use a Whis, seal him up, lower his attack and defense, bam. Even if there's an AGO unit with this Whis, you do that as well. Like sealing plus attack lowering, that's crazy good. It just meshes really well together. See, his passive, attentive to surroundings. Attack and defense plus 100%. Pretty good. He has a great chance to evade enemy attacks. That's a 70% chance to evade. And then he gets 50% defense within the same turn every time he evades an attack. So like if he's in the first lot and he evades like 4 attacks, that's like 300% defense. And then if he gets super, he's gonna take nothing. That's basically what that means. Like if he doesn't dodge a super, because obviously like no one dodges supers, because yeah. This is like basically everyone's complaints about units not dodging supers. Like they took that and they put it in this unit. Like obviously like they have this equal chance to dodge supers, but it seems like they never dodge super attacks, right? This guy's like, okay. He's like, even if I don't dodge super attacks, what the fuck are you gonna do, punk? Like, what is this unit, bro? And then he gets all eyes 50% attack, and he recovers 10% HP at the end of the turn if there's a character whose name includes Beerus attacking in the same turn, excluding Beerus. I don't know why they really needed to exclude Beerus. Poor Beerus. F to his Dokkan Awakening one day. But like, you know, this is like a lot better than what happened with Android 16. And the reason for that, Android 16 and Gohan share like no categories. Like, they're on like 2 teams together. Like they're on the Tech Mod Vegeta team, and even no, because the Android 16 is not Resurrected Warrior. So like the only team they're on together is like the Super Class teams and the Cell Saga team. And obviously the Cell Saga team is pretty garbage. And it really needs help. It needs like a good support unit to really like access that. And 16 is not that, because he needs to be on rotation with that Gohan, and they share like no links. The 50% attack is nice to make up for it, but like it's not really worth it. He's not really like solid himself either. They kind of just drop the ball with him. But this guy, he's on every single one of his teams. Bond of Master and Disciple, Realm of God, Siblings Bond. He's on all of them with Beerus. So like him and Beerus, like, are a very powerful rotation. All of those teams down. Like Bond of Master and Disciple, like a rotation of him, Beerus, and then like in future Gohan, supporting them for 30%. Or like physical future Trunks, supporting them for like 30% as well. Realm of Gods, like if you run as a Master variant, you could run him, Beerus, and then like what, Turles, physical Kid Buu. It's stupid good, like actually insane. And then Siblings Bond, like you could, I can't think of who you would run honestly, but like as a third slot unit. What's my head? Maybe a Goku's family like unit, like the AGL Super Saiyan 2 Goku. I guess that's a thing you could use. Um, Anyways, moving on to his links: Godly Power, Cold Judgment, Connoisseur, Gentleman, Shocking Speed, Rival Duel, and Fierce Battle. So he shares Godly Speed, Godly Power, Connoisseur, and Shocking Speed, and Fierce Battle with the Beerus. And the rest of the links that Beerus has is covered by the LR Beerus and Whis, of course. So this guy is giving Beerus an extra 50% attack, giving him most of his attack links. And the only thing that sucks is that it recovers HP, so it makes Beerus' active skill harder to get, but like that 50% attack is at the start of turn. So that goes against his 220% attack on super attack, basically. With 17k attack, and he stacks attack. Like, of course that's rainbow stats, but like that's still like what, like 15k with like 55% a dupe. And what is this unit, bro? What are these two guys? The same day is gonna be something big, because like these guys are good, but obviously they're not same day. So same day is gonna have something really hype. Like, it's hard to say what will come for same day, but like I can guarantee you same day is gonna be like Super Saiyan 4 Bardock or something. Maybe not Super Saiyan 4 Bardock, but it's insane. Now let's move on to what I wanted to talk about right here, which would be what I think the category may look like. So let's go over the units that I picked. Obviously we have Super Saiyan 2 Gohan from the Cell games. He's basically the biggest like demonstration for anger, explosion of anger. Like, this guy is just anger. This guy was just salty the whole time. There's obviously the Beerus cards. Final Flash Vegeta, I feel like he's gonna be in there. Don't mind me, I have a lot of these units reversed. Sorry about that. Baby literally has a link called Hatred for Saiyans. I feel like all the Great Apes, like I didn't put all the Great Apes in here, but I feel like all the Great Apes could potentially be in there, because in Great Ape mode they're kind of just like ravaging and angry. But then again, I didn't put Kid Buu in here either, because Kid Buu's not necessarily angry, he's just fucking crazy. So I mean, you could put Kid Buu in here, like regardless. I feel like Mr. Buu and then Fat Boos are in here, because Fat Boos are just triggered easily. Like basically this category is just triggered. Just triggered. This guy basically triggered, he's like Kakarot. This guy is like Son Goku. This guy is just like, again, I don't know, he's just angry. 17 is like Goku. Goku. Oh, it's a trend here, huh? Yeah, that's right. Didn't expect that. Goku again, haha. This guy is just, in the Saiyan Saga, Vegeta just got so triggered. Like, he had to make the moon and everything. Still lost. He lost to Goku. He's like, low Saiyan scum, then got his ass beat. Like, yeah. Golden Frieza obviously is a good representation. Golden Frieza got really mad. I feel like he's definitely a shoo-in, and especially like when the tech one's already easy 8, but when this guy easy 8, he can be very good. Dragon Ball Super Trunks definitely should be in this category. When he goes into rage mode, which is technically not rage mode, but when he goes into rage mode, he's definitely like using his anger from like Goku Black, like ruining his everything. Obviously Beerus. This Vegeta's in here. By the way, I used my sticker on him, but because Majin Vegeta, I feel like all Majin Vegetas are going to be in here regardless, because obviously Majin Vegeta is triggered. Super Saiyan Bardock. This is important. I feel like most of the Bardock cards are going to be in here. I left out the Super Saiyan 2 and Super Saiyan 3 ones, but like they're probably going to be in here. I don't own Super Saiyan 3 Bardock. I have the STR one, but this is like, Bardock is 100%. He has to be in this category. Like, when we think of explosion of anger, like someone that pops up to mind would be like Namegoku, Super Saiyan 2 Gohan, and like even Bardock himself, you know, even just in base form, when the LR itself, you know, like Saiyan Day, watch out, Saiyan Day. Obviously all those mass units, definitely are gonna be in here regardless. Android 13 was very, very mad. So that's a new category for the Dokkanfest Android 13, I guess. Um, you know, Android 13. This guy's Bardock triggered. Broly's definitely gonna be in here. Like all the Broly's are gonna be in here. Even Super Saiyan 3 Broly for sure. I feel like all the Super Boos are gonna be in here as well. Super Boo was just always mad. He was just pent up frustration, just like Tampon. I don't know. Bio Broly definitely is gonna be in here. All the Demon King Piccolos will be in here, except maybe the old one. Like when he was old, he was just kind of mellow, and he was just kind of like waving his dick everywhere. But like when he became young, he just started becoming like, especially when Goku came in, he just got really, really like mad. He's like, what the fuck is this kid? Cooler definitely is gonna be in here because like, well, Cooler's entire point was that like, fuck the Saiyans basically. Like he not necessarily that he wanted revenge for his brother, but especially at the end of the movie when Goku went Super Saiyan and he tried to like blow up the Earth, and then he just like got shot into the sun, and then the medical movie is just basically his revenge. Like, yeah, I don't know what else would be anger, explosion anger. This guy's definitely in there for sure. Like, self-explanatory. Just exit out of here. Obviously Super Saiyan 2 Gohan. All the Ultimate Gohans, just basically like, he's got super. Basically, what happened with Super Saiyan 2 Gohan is just Gohan to an extent. He was a little more like chill, but you know, obviously, I feel like he's still angry. Rage Trunks definitely, like all the Rage Trunks is 100%. Beerus definitely. Now this Cell, I feel like it's only the Cell in the fight with Gohan before he went super perfect. Like after he went super perfect, he wasn't really mad at all until like right before he died. He was like, fuck. But you know, like before this, like this is when he like blew out. Like STR Perfect Cell is gonna be in here for sure, because that's like 100% when he like blew himself up. So he's gonna be in more categories than the other cells, because I don't feel like the Tech and Int one will be in here. This guy is gonna be in there though. I definitely will feel it because he literally blew himself up. Like it's not the Super Tech animation, but you know, it's just this Cell basically in the same fight. Metacooler, self-explanatory. 13, I already explained him. Now Janemba, Janemba is just like more so like Kid Buu. He didn't really get triggered, but the biggest reason to have him in here is because he has like no categories, so it's kind of biased in my end. But I want Janemba to have more categories, and I feel like he's angry enough to like justify that. Now this Golden Frieza, he's kind of a stretch. Like this is the Golden Frieza for the beginning of the arc. Now later on, if we get a Transformer Golden Frieza from base to Angel, and that's like the actual Tournament of Power Golden Frieza, say when he's fighting like Jiren or Toppo, like especially when he's fighting Toppo, like that's when he gets really pissed off. It could be like a time transformation maybe or something. But this guy wasn't really mad. He's just there. See, Buhan. When Vegito came here, Vegito just made this guy triggered. Golden Frieza, of course. Broly, Zamasu. I believe you guys are seeing a trend here. God of Destruction Toppo for sure. He's basically the definition of like he just said F you to everyone and just said it's my turn to shine. And actually, you know what the equip system? His arc look cool, but yeah, he just literally said that's it. I'm going ham, and he just went ham. Oh, Janemba again. Kale is pretty much like just angry. I don't know if this Kale specifically will be there, but you know, like Kale is basically angry. Jiren definitely. I haven't been Jiren, but I never put the orbs in him. But Jiren just angry right here. You just tone his face like. I don't know what else to explain it. Super Vegeta, I feel like this Super Vegeta just looks mad enough to be in there. Like the Int Super Vegeta just looks too cocky to me, but this guy like this looks angry. And then Super Trunks as well. Super Trunks, you know, he's just out here. It's just a bulge in their forehead. Oh, I did put Bardock in here. Yeah, definitely watch out for that. Obviously this guy's gonna be in there like 100%. All the Rage Mechanic units are gonna be in there, so like Namagoku, this guy, the Beerus. I don't actually own Namagoku, so he's not here, but I put this guy in return. I feel like this is the only Kaioken Goku that could be in this specific. I can't speak apparently. This is the only Kaioken Goku that's in this specific category. Because he just like from the Lord Slug movie, he just was tired of his shit, and he said Kaioken time. I guess that's what I'm thinking. Obviously, Broly. If you look, this is basically Extreme STR. I feel like Training One is gonna get a new category as well. Shout out to my boy System, he out here. Because specifically this for him, she's just the embodiment of all like the anger and evil and stuff. Like she's not really, but it's more so the transform state. Yeah, so basically Extreme STR just has a category. There's Extreme STR by the category, and there's Beerus. Obviously this Goku Black in there. Frieza was triggered, King Cold as well. I'm just more so I was thinking about the SSR art right here, where he's like, this is where he's mad. Like he gets more mellow, like with his arts, but that's the biggest thing I was thinking of. STR Omega 100% is gonna be in here. Physical Omega as well. First off, I want to show out that art too, bro. It's fire. This looks so good. But yeah, I mean, self-explanatory. Again, I explained most of these characters. Rose is definitely gonna be in here. At least the Scythe Roses are gonna be in here. I'm not sure if like any base. I put the base Goku Blacks in here as well, but I feel like it's mostly, at the very least, they're just gonna include Zamasu's and then Scythe Roses, which would also include the new LR Int Rose, which is probably why they gave him the Scythe active skill. Just because of that, he could fit into this new category as well. I feel like I wanted to, yeah, obviously, Fapu. Whoops. Cumber, 100%. I don't own the physical Cumber, but this Cumber is gonna be in there for sure. Piccolo Jr., 100%. Frost, Final Form Frieza from Namek. I forgot to put the AGL one in there too as well. And I feel like this Cooler Mover Goku could be in there as well. And along with that, the AGL Spirit Bomb Goku from the 13 movie definitely is gonna be in here. So watch out for that as well. Very, very good units. Full Power Frieza, Final Form Cooler, Legendary Super Saiyan Broly again, Majin Vegeta. Bergamo's gonna be in here. Like he doesn't have his Dokkan Awakening in JP, but Bergamo is 100% gonna be in here. Mostly because of this giant form as well, but like the Trio de Dangers are definitely gonna be in here. Again, Saiyan Saga Vegeta, Omega, yeah, Kale. This Kale, very least, this Kale's gonna be in here, and to an extent, LR Kale and Khalifa could make it in here as well, just because of Kale herself, but mostly just the LR. I don't know if the TUR will be in there, or even, it's probably not the SSR, but then again, base Kale could be in here, so we'll see. You never know. They do what they want. Categories. And then, so obviously this category is extremely versatile and just very good. Like a very, very nice category. And then you just fucking add Ramagons on top of it. And yeah, you just add Ramagons on top of it. This guy right here. This guy right here. This boy. A lot of those units in your category were like most of the extreme class are just in there, but like Ramagods is still a powerful category. And yeah, Beerus' team is insane. It's gonna be insane. Not much else to say about it. I'm hyped for him. If you guys are hyped for him, let me know what you think about him in the comments below. This is probably gonna be a very long video. It's a good welcome back video. I explained a lot. Now I'm gonna go get a cup of water because I talked very loud and a lot. So, alright. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Again, like, share, subscribe if you did. I'll see you all next time. It's good to be back.